of this first ever Celebration Bowl?
I think it's huge because there's obviously been a natural competition between the MEAC and the SWAC, but a lot of respect that goes along with that. This is a game that was built on legends. So, I think about I played in HBCU football during the 90s. It was myself and the Steve Aaron McNair era. Well, nowadays you've got the guys that didn't get this opportunity, the Jerry Rices of the world, the Walter Paytons of the world, the Deacon Jones. Those folks that really laid the foundation for solid HBCU football never got this type of exposure. This is unheralded, and everybody's excited, as you can tell by all the HBCU fans behind us.
Now, Jay, you talked about a lot of respect between these two conferences, the MEAC and the SWAC. They both claim to be the better conferences throughout the history. Can you tell us more about the matchup that we have going on today?
I say this, outside of the little intricacies people don't know about, I think the SWAC is the best tailgate conference in America.
Yeah.
The MEAC is the best homecoming conference in America. But if you're talking about on the football field, it's the speed and grace of the SWAC, the wide receiver play, bands striking it up, throwing the ball up and down the field, compared to the power and strength of the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. The MEAC teams are going to try and beat you in the trenches. The SWAC football teams are going to try and beat you through the air, spreading it out so they can strike up these bands.
All right, looking at the game today, their thing. We're doing our thing right here, and we got lots of good folks behind us. That's your cue to cheer.
Right.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
They've been doing a great job, too.
They really have.
They've been loud. We had the Battle of the Bands going on, which will continue. We are 1 hour away, Jay, from kickoff, the Celebration Bowl, the unofficial Black College National Championship, the two best teams in the FCS right here.
All right, it's all about the Celebration Bowl right now, but it's all about the rest of the bowls coming up. A&T crowd going at each other. We're going to see more of those folks later. They're very loud. Other bowls of interest. This year's National Funding Holiday Bowl will resemble an old Rose Bowl matchup. USC and Wisconsin, December 30th, 10:30 Eastern on ESPN. On New Year's Day, Michigan makes its first bowl appearance under Jim Harbaugh when it takes on the surprise of the SEC, Florida, in the Buffalo Wild Wings Citrus Bowl, 1 Eastern on ABC. And on January 2nd, it's a Pac-12, Big 12 matchup. 9-3 Oregon facing 10-2 TCU in the Valero Alamo Bowl, 6:45 Eastern on ESPN. Lisa?
Let's jump aboard the Sports Center Express. Take a look at Jets-Cowboys tonight. The Jets have won 3 straight games, beating the Titans, Giants, and Dolphins. New York's last 4 games single-season winning streak was back in 2010. Cowboys rank last in the NFL in takeaways and turnover margin. Their 8 takeaways through 13 games is 5 fewer than any other season in franchise history. Brandon Marshall, the first Jets receiver with 1,000 receiving yards since Jericho Cotchery back in 2007. He is 5 receptions, 4 receiving touchdowns shy of breaking the Jets' single-season record in each category. And again, we are live outside the Georgia Dome here in Atlanta. Joining us now on set with us, Super Bowl champion.
ESPN's College Football on ABC, presented by the Air Force Reserve. Start your adventure. Nissan, premier partner of the Heisman Trophy. Dr. Pepper in college football. It's a one-of-a-kind tradition. And the Quicksilver card from Capital One. Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back every purchase, every day.
Well, Alcorn State has scored touchdowns on their last 3 possessions. And Jay, who's to say that even if they don't overturn the call, that Alcorn doesn't eventually score anyway on the drive? But I was stunned that it wasn't overturned.